Whew. All right, and done. Need this beer. After trying to open this beer, that was a process. Also, which was a process, this tent. Always a process. Can't ever remember what goes where with the legs and the rafters and all that stuff. Got it set up. So come check out mi casa. This is it for the night. It's Cinco de Mayo. I'm having a Corona. Camera's a little tilted. Sorry about it. Just drove for 4.5 hours through spring, back through winter. The pass was an absolute snowfest. Back into spring. So I'm down going shore fishing for year 3 for anything that I can catch. Just want to get fish tacos. That's all I'm trying to do. Obviously want to get a halibut, but if I get an Irish lord, it's going in the frying pan. I am on a bluff right now. I can hear eagles. I got about 3 of them just hanging out over on a tree right to my left. Yeah, I don't have a care in the world except for trying to catch fish. I'll give you a quick run around of the tent. We got the cot, which is fantastic. We got fireplace, which is even sweeter. I don't even know if I'm going to need it. Big thing is we got tons and tons of space. I am down here meeting my buddy. When we fish together, things get interesting. Last time I was with him, I almost got attacked by a muskrat.
What? Is that a f***ing muskrat? What the hell?
We'll see what happens, but that dude can catch a fish out of a toilet. Never seen anything like it. Gonna get some food, get to the beach. I'll see you guys down there. So, made it down to the beach. Did not do any fishing. I am exhausted. Got some food in me. Went down, talked to some people. Did pick up some coal from down on the beach. This stuff is a game changer. Last year when I was blowing through wood, talked to a person and they said just grab some of that stuff off the beach. Stinks, but it does burn hot. Once you get some good embers going, you just throw this coal from the beach in the old stove, call it a night. It's about 10 o'clock and I don't feel like going fishing tonight. Feel like I need to just get some good sleep and hit it hard tomorrow. I got all day tomorrow and most of the day on Sunday. As the usual, I forgot my flint starter. I was gonna use my trusty Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter to kick this thing off, and I'm still gonna, because these things burn quite well and they burn for a while, so they're able to kick off a good flame and get your fire going. The flint would have been a nice little addition, but yeah, you just hit that sucker with a flame or spark and you're set. Boom. We got fire, which means we got heat, which means I'm sleeping like a baby. All right, till the morning. Oh boy, that was a cold night. It's May 6th, still down into like low 30s. So slept kind of like trash, but whatever. Today's the day to fish. Gotta peel this nose strip off, gotta cook some food, get out on the beach, go find my friend who showed up at 1 a.m. What a trooper. All right, coffee and food time. Let's go. I have latched on, I don't know if you can see this, but I got my kayak strapped to the four-wheeler and I am slowly making my way down to the beach. This is absolutely absurd. I have so much crap. One mission and one mission only today, get a fish for fish tacos. I'm going slower than a snail's pace, so I'm gonna pack this GoPro up, get on the beach, meet my buddy. I think this is my new favorite thing. This is unbelievable. All right, coming up on my buddy and gonna offload all this crap and get in the water. This beach is littered with people. So sweet. All right, guys, here's the deal. I have been waiting for hours and hours to get this kayak into the ocean. Tide is still out. like crazy. Instead of waiting any longer, I'm just dragging this boat. I said, screw it, I'm going for it. There's a channel up here. I'm gonna try to get a boat in and then slowly drift down. And if anything, I'll just wait until this water comes up. I say I got about another 15 minutes. It's been about 3.5 hours since I got down to this beach, and it's been crazy. But hey, we got sun, hardly any wind. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm gonna get this boat out there. It's happening. It's still so shallow. I think we can pedal. I think we can do it. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're good. We're live. Here we go. All right, so I'm going from 7 fish, going from 7 to 11 feet right here. Nothing crazy, but it is a drop off, and there's a bunch of channels right now that these halibut are gonna be running up, chasing after the hooligan and the herring that are coming in. I'm gonna bait this bad boy up. We're gonna jig. We're gonna see what happens. Fingers crossed, today's the day. I'm more or less trolling for the halibut because tide is coming in so fast. The spot that I want to stay on, if I was to just sit, I'd be blown halfway up this cliff face. Right now I'm just steadily pedaling, letting this bounce off the bottom. Well, per usual, I'm not producing fish. Sitting here floating probably 1/4 mile offshore. This tide coming in is wicked. It's finally kind of mellowing out. Water is super glassy, as you can see. Not super glassy, but it isn't anything to freak out about. I think I'm just gonna pedal and try to find a ledge. What I'm doing isn't working. I don't feel too bad about it because nobody on the beach is catching anything either. I don't know if it's good or bad to have a fish finder, because A, you understand what's going on underwater, but B, you see all the fish that just don't want to participate. I'm gonna pedal for a while, and hopefully I don't end up in Homer or Russia. Man, I put my yellow eye sticker on today. I thought that was gonna be my saving grace. I'm gonna turn things around, I'm gonna make it so I caught. Guess that's not the key. Whew. Man, yesterday was a flop. There was no fish to be caught by anybody. People on the shore weren't catching fish. Made me feel a little better. I certainly wasn't catching fish per the norm. Spent a good 4+ hours out there just pedaling around. Probably pedaled over like 7 miles. Tide flux was insane. I mean, I think the swing was around 24 feet from high tide to low tide. As tide was coming in, it was just pushing me and pushing me. I was beyond exhausted when I got back to the tent. No motivation, ate, passed out. Trying to get things sorted out. I think I'm gonna head down to the beach, weigh my options on whether I'm staying for another couple hours or if I'm packing up and heading home. Water looks good, wind's picking up. Don't like that, but came here to fish. That's what I want to do. Get properly dressed and get out of here. Round 2. Tide just came ripping in, but back on the water. It's like 2 o'clock. Just couldn't go home. Too nice of a day. Came here to fish, so I'm gonna give her hell. I'm about 2 miles down from where I was fishing yesterday, and it sounds like people were catching something. I don't know if they were catching halibut, but I guess skates were starting to come in. Those dogfish or whatever you call them, sharks were starting to come in. Those are chasing something, and hopefully the halibut aren't far behind us. Eek. Let's get this show on the road. Still shocked by just how quickly this water moves. Man, does it move. Guys, I don't know if you can see the buoys behind me, but I'm having to pedal, just do like a constant, consistent pedal, just so that I stay in the same spot because of how wild this tide is. Somebody over there with their banshee going crazy. I don't think it's a very good fish sign, but I just had a seal like maybe 25 feet off from the boat. I hope he doesn't come try to screw with this bait. It's so awesome seeing the wildlife in this thing, because they just think you're a floating log. Man, being on this boat is a great way to test if you have motion sickness or not. I guess one nice thing about a dry suit is don't really care if it's raining or not. I feel like it's getting close to telling me that it's time to pack it up. Alright guys, I think that's a wrap. There's people leaving the beach and it's not even all the way up to high tide, so unfortunately I just don't think the fish are in. Still a good time, still got a camp, still got to put up the tent, still had a sweet fire. Just can't get these fish figured out. You can't figure out what you're doing wrong unless you're out there doing it. Sooner or later I'll get these fish dialed in. I'll be able to eventually get a halibut on this boat. For the people that are sticking around and watching this, I really appreciate you. I know I haven't been able to really catch anything. It's been a lot of sightseeing tours, more or less. I'll get it turned around and sorted out here sooner or later. Just need to have opportunity and time. Maybe one of you guys can tell me how to catch fish and what I'm doing wrong. That'd be awesome. Much appreciated. So now I got a ton of packing and a lot of driving. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.